Chosen ones, your life is about to change forever. For years you've felt it, a disconnection from the world you've known, an ache in your soul that whispered of something more. That unease wasn't random. A secret buried deep within your family has been clawing its way to the surface, and now the veil has lifted. The spell that blinded you, that kept you from seeing the truth, has finally broken. The signs have been undeniable: an unsettling energy shift in your spirit, the strange synchronicities, the sudden clarity piercing through the fog. You felt it in every corner of your life, haven't you? This moment isn't just a coincidence, it's a cosmic event, one destined to awaken you. But now the question remains, why did they hide this from you? And what truths were they so desperate to keep locked away? The truth you've uncovered is not a single revelation, but a series of hidden truths stacked one upon another, creating an intricate puzzle meant to keep you in the dark. It begins with the possibility that your very identity may have been altered. What if you weren't born into the family you've always known? Perhaps you were switched at birth, adopted in secrecy, or born into a lineage that was deliberately erased from the records. This isn't paranoia. It's a deliberate act of concealment designed to ensure that you would never ask the questions that matter most. Buried within these layers of secrecy is a legacy so profound that its revelation could alter the course of your life forever. You may carry the blood of kings, queens, or ancient leaders whose power was feared and whose names were deliberately struck from history. Alternatively, your lineage may carry supernatural gifts, clairvoyance, healing abilities, or spiritual insight that were considered too dangerous to leave in your hands. The question isn't whether this legacy exists, but why it was hidden. Consider the generational curses that ripple through your family tree. These aren't mere coincidences or bad luck. They're patterns of control, deceit, and spiritual suppression that were designed to keep you small. These curses may manifest as financial struggles, toxic relationships, or cycles of betrayal that have plagued your family for generations. The purpose? To ensure that you never rise above the confines they've placed on you. Breaking free from these chains isn't just an act of rebellion, it's an act of liberation for your ancestors and descendants alike. For many chosen ones, the most telling clue has always been the feeling of not belonging. You may have felt like an outsider in your own family, as though you were the missing piece in a puzzle that never quite fit together. This sense of disconnection wasn't a flaw in you, it was a symptom of spiritual amnesia. Your soul knew that the life you were living wasn't the full truth, and that unease was your inner compass trying to guide you back to your origins. The role of spiritual amnesia cannot be overstated. It's a veil that was deliberately placed over your intuition, obscuring your ability to see the truth. Have you ever felt inexplicably drawn to certain cultures, places, or practices that seemed foreign to your upbringing? That's because your soul remembers what your mind was conditioned to forget. These moments of resonance are breadcrumbs leading you back to the truth of who you are and the power that lies within. Hidden truths often involve stolen wealth or inheritance, tangible and intangible. This isn't just about money. It's about ancestral knowledge, spiritual wisdom, and the gifts that were meant to empower you. These stolen inheritances were kept from you because they represented freedom, autonomy, and strength. Whoever orchestrated this deception knew that the truth, once uncovered, would dismantle the control they held over you. Even more sinister is the possibility of deliberate suppression by those closest to you. Certain family members may have acted as willing participants in this deception, either out of jealousy, fear, or a desire to maintain their own position of power. They may have subtly or overtly discouraged you from asking questions, exploring your heritage, or pursuing your true passions. Their motives don't absolve their actions. They underscore the lengths to which some will go to keep the chosen ones disempowered. But despite the depth of this concealment, the truth always finds a way to rise to the surface. You are living proof of that. The very fact that you are questioning, seeking, and uncovering these layers of deception means that their plan has failed. You were never meant to discover this, and yet here you are. The nature of the secret is overwhelming, but it is also empowering, for with every answer you uncover, you dismantle the chains that were meant to hold you back. Drop a comment. I seek, I find, I rise, because the truth always surfaces for the chosen. The deception you've uncovered wasn't just held together by lies. It was fortified by a spiritual spell, one crafted to obscure your vision and suppress your intuition. This spell wasn't metaphorical. It was a carefully woven energy, sustained by rituals and intentions, designed to cloud your perception and keep you from discovering your divine path. For years you may have felt an invisible barrier, something you couldn't quite explain but knew was there, dulling your instincts and creating confusion. That was the spell doing exactly what it was designed to do. The purpose of this spell was to disarm you before you could even rise. It was meant to make you question your own inner knowing, to plant seeds of doubt about your abilities and your worth. By keeping you distracted with false narratives, it ensured that your focus remained on external challenges instead of the profound truth within you. This wasn't a coincidence. It was an intentional effort to keep you disconnected from your purpose. But how was this spell sustained for so long? Through tools and rituals that harnessed spiritual energy to create a fog of misdirection. Moon cycles, ancestral rites, and even malicious intentions may have been used to perpetuate this illusion. In some cases, envious family members or those influenced by darker forces played a direct role, feeding this energy with their jealousy, greed, or fear. This wasn't a one-time event, it was an ongoing act, carefully maintained to keep you in the dark. The breaking point came not by chance but through divine intervention. Forces greater than any human manipulation, the ancestors who've watched over you, the cosmic energies of justice and the universal balance, conspired to dismantle this spell. These forces worked in harmony, responding to your soul's silent cries for liberation. The spell didn't just unravel on its own, it was shattered by an alignment of divine timing and your readiness to receive the truth. You may have noticed signs of the spell breaking even before you fully understood what was happening. Dreams, once confusing or mundane, began to take on vivid clarity, delivering messages that resonated deeply within you. Synchronicities became too frequent to ignore, numbers, symbols, and events aligning in ways that felt like more than mere coincidence. Your intuition sharpened, offering insights that seemed to come from nowhere but felt undeniably true. These were the breadcrumbs leading you out of the illusion. Another powerful sign of the spell's collapse is the sudden clarity piercing through the layers of deception. Questions you never thought to ask before now flood your mind, demanding answers. Long-held beliefs about yourself and your family begin to crumble under the weight of new evidence and realizations. The confusion you once felt is replaced by a quiet but growing certainty, a knowing that you've always carried but are only now able to access. Even your physical reality may have shifted. Relationships that felt solid may have fractured, revealing their true nature. Places or people you were once drawn to may no longer resonate with your spirit. This isn't just a coincidence. It's the result of the energy that sustained the spell being stripped away, exposing the raw truth beneath. The veil has been lifted, and there's no going back. For many chosen ones, the breaking of this spell is a profound and emotional experience. It's as though the blindfold that kept you in darkness has been torn away, revealing a world you never knew existed. The feelings of betrayal, shock, and anger are real and valid, but so too are the feelings of liberation, empowerment, and clarity. This is the moment you've been waiting for, the moment when the truth finally sets you free. This message isn't for everyone, and if you don't feel it, that's fine. Move along. But if you've felt it, deep in your bones, you'll know this is for you. Here's to the chosen ones, the ones who don't fit in, the ones who see beyond the veil, the ones who've been told to stay quiet, to settle, to conform, but never could. They aren't interested in what's ordinary. They aren't here to follow someone else's rules. They're the light in the dark, the storm that shatters illusions, the unshakable, the unstoppable, the untouchable. While the world is busy running circles, they're walking their own path, alone if they must. Not for the applause, not for the approval, but because it's who they are. Here's to the ones who take what was meant to destroy them and transform it into something divine. The ones who carry wisdom that can't be taught, only earned. If this resonates with you, then maybe it's time to find your people. The Obsidian Inner Order is the only place of its kind, the #1 Ascension Nexus for chosen ones, where over 400 of us gather to share wisdom, connect and transform. No masks, no games, just truth. The link is in the description. If you're ready, you'll know where to find us. What you've uncovered isn't just a family secret. It's evidence of a hidden battle that's been waged around you for years, possibly even generations. Have you ever wondered why certain family members seem to thrive in chaos, or why conflict often feels orchestrated rather than organic? These patterns aren't random. They're manifestations of a deeper, unseen struggle. Some members of your family may have been manipulated into perpetuating cycles of harm, acting as vessels for energies that thrive on discord and suppression. Understanding this dynamic is critical. It allows you to separate the person from the influence, enabling you to address the root of the issue. Despite these adversaries, you've endured, and that is no accident. Chosen ones are never truly left unprotected. Divine forces, whether ancestors, spiritual guides, or cosmic energies, have always surrounded you, shielding you from the worst of the attacks. These forces intervene in ways that might seem small at first: a sudden insight, a narrow escape, or an inexplicable sense of calm in the face of turmoil. But their impact is profound, ensuring you survive even when it feels like the odds are stacked against you. While the battle has been challenging, it has also been transformative. Every hardship you've endured has equipped you with the tools you need to navigate this awakening. You've learned to trust your intuition, to see beyond the surface, and to stand firm in your truth. These are the skills that will guide you in the next phase of your journey, empowering you to reclaim what was taken and to step into your rightful place as a force of light and transformation. This spiritual warfare is about more than just you. It's a microcosm of a much larger battle between forces of light and darkness. By breaking free, you're not only liberating yourself, you're disrupting the cycles of oppression that have plagued your lineage and creating a ripple effect of healing and empowerment. Your victory is a victory for all chosen ones, a testament to the unyielding power of truth and light in the face of adversity. The first waves are often shock and pain, realizing that those you trusted most played a role in concealing your true identity. Betrayal at this level cuts deep, and it's natural to feel the sting of anger and grief. Yet within this pain lies a powerful opportunity for emotional liberation. By acknowledging the betrayal and allowing yourself to feel its weight, you begin the process of healing. This isn't a sign of weakness, it's the first step toward reclaiming your strength. As the dust begins to settle, something extraordinary happens. Your ancestral power awakens. The truth you've uncovered serves as a key, unlocking gifts and wisdom that have lain dormant within you. These aren't just talents or abilities. They are the echoes of your lineage calling out through time, urging you to rise. The knowledge and strength your ancestors carried have always been in your blood, waiting for this moment of revelation to bring them to the surface. With the awakening of ancestral power comes a reconnection to spiritual abundance. The inheritance stolen from you wasn't just material, it was also energetic and spiritual. Now, you have the chance to reclaim it all. The abundance you were always meant to receive begins to flow back to you piece by piece. This can manifest in many forms: unexpected opportunities, restored relationships, or even a newfound sense of peace and purpose. What was taken is being returned, multiplied. This moment is also an awakening to your destiny. For so long, the path before you was obscured by lies and illusions. Now, with the truth revealed, the road ahead becomes clear. This isn't just a revelation, it's an invitation. You are being called to step into your purpose, to fulfill the mission that was written in the stars long before you were born. The power you now hold isn't just for your own benefit, it's meant to uplift and inspire others. For many chosen ones, the most profound impact of this revelation is the healing it brings to generational wounds. The cycles of pain, fear, and suppression that plagued your family are now being broken through you. By embracing the truth and stepping into your power, you not only heal yourself, you also heal your lineage. This is a ripple effect, one that extends both backward and forward in time, offering liberation to those who came before you and to those who will come after. As you begin to embody this new reality, you may notice the world responding differently to you. People who once dismissed or undermined you may now approach you with awe or even fear. This isn't because you've changed who you are, it's because you've finally allowed your true self to shine. The energy you carry is undeniable, and it commands respect and attention wherever you go. This is the power of living in alignment with your truth. You are now in a position to claim everything that was meant for you. This includes not just spiritual and emotional abundance, but also physical manifestations of your inheritance. Wealth, property, or other resources that were hidden or stolen may now find their way back to you. These aren't just rewards, they are tools meant to support you as you continue to grow and fulfill your purpose. The revelation is not the end of your journey. It is the beginning of a new chapter. You are stepping into a reality where you are no longer defined by the lies of the past, but by the limitless potential of your future. This is your moment to reclaim your identity, your power, and your destiny. Everything you've endured has prepared you for this, and now it's time to rise. As you uncover the truth, protecting your energy becomes paramount. The journey of revelation often triggers resistance from those who feel threatened by your awakening. Shield yourself from negativity using tools like crystals, prayers, and protective rituals. Black tourmaline and amethyst are particularly effective for warding off harmful energies, while sage or palo santo can cleanse the spaces around you. Beyond physical tools, cultivate an aura of self-assurance that repels negativity. Your confidence is one of your greatest shields. Boundaries are another crucial aspect of protecting your energy. You may need to distance yourself from people, even family members, who drain your spirit or attempt to pull you back into the patterns you're breaking free from. This isn't an act of spite. It's an act of self-preservation. Let go of the guilt that may come with setting boundaries, and remember that your well-being is non-negotiable. Your growth will inspire others in time, but for now, focus on your healing. Reclaiming your power goes beyond spiritual practices. It's an intentional act of declaration. Speak affirmations daily that reinforce your sovereignty. Statements like, "I reclaim my inheritance, my gifts, and my divine path," or "I am aligned with my truth and protected by divine forces," serve as powerful reminders of your purpose. Say them out loud, with conviction, and watch how they shift the energy around you. Words are tools of creation, and it's time to use them to shape your reality. Take steps to actively call back what was stolen from you, whether it's wealth, opportunities, or recognition. This can be a literal process, like pursuing legal means to reclaim stolen assets, or an energetic one, like performing rituals to call back your spiritual inheritance. Visualization is a potent method. Close your eyes and see yourself surrounded by the abundance that was always meant for you, feeling it flow back into your life with ease. Engage with others who are walking similar paths. There is strength in community, and connecting with other chosen ones can provide support, insights, and validation. Whether through spiritual groups, online forums, or trusted mentors, sharing your journey with those who understand can amplify your growth. Isolation is the enemy of progress. Seek out connections that nurture your spirit and encourage your expansion. As you continue this journey, understand that resistance may arise both externally and internally. Fear and doubt are natural, but they are not your truth. When resistance surfaces, remind yourself of the progress you've made and the vision you're moving toward. Lean on your spiritual practices, whether it's prayer, grounding exercises, or simply taking a moment to breathe and center yourself. Each time you overcome resistance, your power grows stronger. The most important step of all is to trust yourself. Every revelation, every intuition, and every step forward is guided by the deep wisdom within you. This journey is yours to navigate, and no one else can walk it for you. Embrace the mistakes, celebrate the victories, and remember that you are exactly where you need to be. By taking these practical steps, you are not only reclaiming your power, but also solidifying your place as the chosen one you were always meant to be. When the truth is revealed, It sets off a chain reaction that cannot be undone. Those who conspired to keep you in the dark are now facing the consequences of their actions. Divine justice operates on a level beyond human understanding, ensuring that every deed, good or bad, is balanced. The deceivers, those who perpetuated lies, withheld your inheritance, or actively sought to suppress your power, are now being held accountable, not by you, but by forces far greater. Karmic retribution is swift and precise. For years they may have believed their actions were buried too deeply to surface, but the universe is always watching. The same spell they cast to keep you blind is now unraveling their lives. Their secrets are being exposed, their manipulations undone, and their power stripped away. This isn't about revenge, it's about balance. The energy they put into deception is now returning to them, amplified. Some may wonder if these consequences are too harsh, but divine justice is impartial. It doesn't act out of anger or malice, it acts out of necessity. Those who thought they could manipulate spiritual laws for personal gain are now realizing that the universe corrects all imbalances. Whether it's through loss of status, health, relationships, or opportunities, their actions are being mirrored back to them in ways that leave no room for denial. One of the most profound aspects of divine justice is its timing. It often unfolds in ways that ensure the lessons are undeniable. The deceivers may find themselves isolated, the very support systems they once used to suppress you now crumbling beneath them. The people they once controlled begin to see through their facade, leaving them vulnerable and exposed. This isn't coincidence, it's the natural order of truth coming to light. For the chosen ones, this process can be both satisfying and bittersweet. Watching those who wronged you face the consequences of their actions can bring a sense of validation, but it also serves as a reminder of the pain they caused. However, it's important to remember that this justice isn't about punishment. It's about restoring the balance that was disrupted. The universe isn't cruel, it's just. This is also a powerful lesson for others who may be tempted to manipulate or suppress someone's truth. The downfall of the deceivers becomes a cautionary tale, a living example of what happens when power is misused. It sends a clear message that no one can escape accountability, and that the truth, no matter how deeply buried, will always surface. While divine justice plays out, the chosen ones must resist the urge to interfere. This is not your burden to carry. Trust the process and allow the universe to work in its own time and way. Your role is not to seek revenge, but to focus on your own growth and healing. As the scales of justice tip in your favor, your energy will shift from survival to thriving. The scales are balancing, and the deceivers are facing what they sowed. Their downfall is not the focus. It is merely the byproduct of truth asserting itself. As they deal with the repercussions of their actions, you are free to rise, to reclaim what was taken, and to step fully into the life you were destined for. Divine justice is here, and it has done its work. Your awakening is not just personal, it is a part of a massive global shift. Chosen ones everywhere are being called to rise, to break the chains of deception, and to reclaim their power. The generational healing you've initiated is a profound ripple effect. By breaking cycles of pain and suppression, you're not just liberating yourself, you're setting your entire lineage free. Your ancestors, whose struggles may have laid the foundation for this moment, now find peace as you rewrite the future for those who follow. This isn't merely personal triumph, it's a legacy of transformation that stretches through time. As chosen ones rise, the systems of control that once thrived on secrecy and manipulation are beginning to collapse. This awakening signals the end of fear-based power structures and the emergence of a new reality built on truth, compassion, and unity. The collective courage to confront hidden lies is dissolving the barriers that once divided humanity, making space for a world where authenticity reigns. This is your moment to embrace your role in this greater transformation. Let your courage and authenticity inspire others to uncover their own hidden truths. Engage with those who walk a similar path, and together, amplify the movement of chosen ones rising. The time to stand still is over. The time to rise is now. You are a part of this revolution, a living testament to the power of truth.